He's like central casting. Thank you, Chad. What a family, though. Look at the family. Thank you. Thank you both. Great. Another man, he wrote a song. It went to #1 on all the lists. You saw it? We put it. That's right. He said, Tom McDonald. It's Tom McDonald. Tom? Where's Tom? Thank you, Tom. That's a great song, too. I was honored by it. You know, he did the song, and I didn't know Tom as well as others, and now I know him very well, but he did the song, and it went to #1 on every single list. So, and another man who's here, and I thought the movie was great, Dennis Quaid is here with his brother, Randy Quaid. Two very good guys. That movie was great. Ronald Reagan. Did you like him? Did you like Reagan? You liked him. He liked Reagan. He liked Reagan. I think you have to like him to play him that way. You did a beautiful job. Thank you. And a very rich guy. He owns this piece of land, and he's been after me for 3 years. Please use it. Just use it. We love you, sir. He's an unbelievable patriot, an unbelievable Republican. But you know what? That's less important. He loves our country. Al and Betty, we have to say, Hagen. Where's Al Hagen? Where is Al? Al Hagen. Great. Thank you, Al. Great property. Nice property, Al. I used to be in the business. Very nice. That was really beautiful. Thank you, Al. And Steve Hilton is here, who's been on television doing a fantastic job. Where's Steve? Where is Steve? He's around. And we have a lot of other people. We have a lot of congressmen. We have some senators, but I've had it. That's enough of this stuff. But I also want to send our love to all of the people back east who are recovering from 2 really devastating storms, hurricanes. Our hearts are with those who lost a loved one or a home, and that was a rough one. God bless them all. Kamala Harris is grossly incompetent. She didn't do a good job. She's got to do a good job, and she didn't. But the most radical left vice president in American history, that's what she's known for. She did so bad in so many different ways, and we're going to get on to a much more pleasant subject. It's called the revitalization of our country. We have a situation in our country where we're not going to let people continue to destroy it. California has been horribly mismanaged. Nothing has been managed worse than water. Do you know water? It sounds simple. Oh, water. What the hell is water? I was with Devin Nunes. Did anyone ever hear of Devin Nunes? He's great. He got big awards for what he did. He's very brave. He's the one that figured out the Russia hoax with Jim Jordan, the great Jim Jordan. 2 great guys. He's now running Truth and doing a very good job. Truth. Get onto Truth. But Devin, I'm riding up California, and we're going up toward the north, and we look at this land. I said, why is it all so barren? And then right in the middle of it, you have like this little green spot that's so beautiful, so vibrant. He said, because they have no water. I said, oh, I didn't know you had a drought. Do you have a drought? No. We take all of our water way up north, and we route it into the Pacific Ocean. So instead of coming down to past the farms where you take the farms, I mean, you had thousands and thousands of acres that was dead, bone dry. And they tell me, farmers told me, it's the finest land in the country. It's as like Iowa land. It's the finest land in the country, but they have no water. Artificially, they reroute it because they want to save, there's a fish, Delta smelt. Anyone ever hear of it? And it's not just to this area. By the way, the Delta smelt is doing extremely badly, especially since it has no water. You know, they think they have a fish, and their way of saving the fish is not to give it water. Somehow that doesn't work. But you have a little Delta smelt, but you have other areas, so it's not like to this area only. And millions and millions of gallons of water over a short period of time gets pumped right into the Pacific Ocean. They have like a giant faucet, like your sink, except 1,000 times bigger. It takes 1 day, they turn it. It's a big valve, it goes over, and the water pours by the millions of gallons it pours. into the Pacific Ocean, which for the Pacific is like a drop, just like a drop. And if we let that, if they turn that faucet the way it should be, it's been that way for years. And I went to your governor, he said, well, the hard part is the federal government. It was actually Department of Commerce. And I got it worked out at Department of Commerce. Within 2 months, everything was done. Then I went to see Gavin Newsom, and I said, and they didn't want to do it. They had all sorts of, reasons, nonsense. They use the environment. Everybody uses the environment to stop things. But we're not going to let that happen because it was toward the end, and we're not going to ever let that happen again. You would have so much water. I read where in Beverly Hills and Bel Air, they want to bring you down to like 28 gallons a person. That sounds like a lot, but you know what that is? Like about a 7-minute shower. You spend a fortune for a house and you can't take a shower. So we're going to take care of our farmers. We're going to take care of your water situation, and we'll force it down his throat. And we'll say, Gavin, if you don't do it, we're not giving you any of that fire money that we send you all the time for all the forest fires that you have. It's not hard to do. We just had so many other things to do. I was working on 2 Russia hoaxes. I was working on impeachments. I was working on indictments. They went out of their way to keep me busy because they didn't want this to happen. They didn't want this. It could have happened to nobody else, believe me. But Devin has done a fantastic job. We are going to have, that farmland is going to be the most fertile land. One of the farmers told me, sir, it's the best land in the country. They won't give us any water. I actually said, oh, you have a drought? I figured they didn't have rain. He said, no, the opposite. We have so much water, we don't know what to do with it. But they won't let the water come down. I think these guys actually hate our country, if you think. I think they hate our country. With your vote this November, we are going to defeat this radical left country destroyer, her and him, and we're going to finish what we so brilliantly started. We have so many different things, and yet, we're very consequential. You know how I know that? Because only consequential presidents get shot at. You know that, right? It's true. Biden's got no problem sleeping on the beach. If I slept on the beach, it would last very short. Wouldn't be good. The Secret Service wouldn't be too happy. Kids, I want to go to sleep on the beach. Who the hell sleeps in front of the paparazzi, the media? How do you sleep in front of the media? The cameras are rolling and he lays down. And you know the amazing thing? He's out cold within 2 or 3 minutes. I could never do that. I toss and turn at night. I sweat, I toss and turn thinking about things and deals. How am I going to get China for what they're doing? How am I going to do this? I toss and turn and toss and turn. I then wake up, and then I go to work, and then I go late to bed. I toss and turn. He goes to the beach, he lays down, and he falls asleep within 2 minutes. He's stone cold out. They're always showing him pictures. He's stone cold out. I consider that actually a great ability. I'd like to have some of it, not all of it. I'd like to have a little bit of it. Maybe he could sell it. We would, because if he could, he would do it. I promise you. We will quickly become energy independent, and we will frack, and drill, baby, drill. And I will cut your energy prices in half within 12 months. Your energy prices will be cut within 12 months. And remember what I said, California. You're going to have so much water, you're not going to know what the hell to do with it. They're going to call me, remember about winning, when I used to do this about winning? They're going to call me in the White House, and they're going to say, sir, please, we have too much water. We're flooding. Please, sir, please, we have too much water. Right now, you don't have any water. Artificial. It's artificial. Sir, please, could we see you? We have far too much water. I will stop outsourcing and turn the U.S. into a manufacturing superpower. And I will end the war in Ukraine, stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent very definitely World War III. We're very close to World War III. Very, very close. Are they okay back there? Take your time, doctor. Doctor, thank you. Is there a doctor? Doctor in the house? Yeah, take your time, please. Crush the violent crime and give our police the support, protection, resources, and the respect that they deserve. They're great people. They're going to end our crime problem very quickly. All we have to do is give them the word. They're ready to go. They don't want to lose their house. They don't want to lose their car. They don't want to lose their job, their pension, what they do to our police. Our police are incredible. They want to do the job. They're not allowed to do the job. When thugs walk into a department store, 400 or 500, they walk out with refrigerators. Could you believe it? With air conditioners. And our police are told to stand back. They're not going to stand back, and we're going to indemnify them against any problems they have federally. We will end all sanctuary cities, and in California, we're going to get rid of your sanctuary city. They're cities to protect criminals. We will strengthen and modernize our military. We will build a missile defense shield, and it'll all be made in the USA, and a lot of it right here in California. And we will not have a woke military. Take a look.
You little scumbag! I got your name. I got your ass! You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride Month, and actually, let's declare it a summer of pride.
So you're a killer? Sir, yes, sir! Let me see your war face. Sir, you got a war face? Ah! That's a war face. Now let me see your war face. Ah! Bullshit! You didn't convince me. Let me see your real war face. Ah! Minister of death, praying for war. But until that day, you are pukes. You are the lowest form of life on earth. You are not even human fucking beings. You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
How to abracadabra, these bitches know I got answers the way I...
It looks to me like the best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress.
We're not going to be woke. We will rebuild our cities, including our capital in Washington, D.C., which is a disgrace what they've let happen to it, with graffiti all over the beautiful Aurora marble. We have the most beautiful marble. They have graffiti all over the place. They have roads with potholes. We're going to fix up our capital. We're going to make it so beautiful. As well as Los Angeles and San Francisco, we're going to bring them back and make them safe and clean and beautiful again. And I will support universal school choice, which is so important. And we will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools. And we will keep men out of women's sports. Men out of women's sports. I will defend the Second Amendment, protect religious liberty, restore free speech, and we will secure our elections like they've never been secured before. And under the Trump administration, we will put American citizens first, American children first, American patients first, American taxpayers first, American workers first, and American communities. We're going to put them first. But we will put communists, Marxists, and fascists last. They're going to be last. And they will always be last. We will defend our territory. We'll defend our families. We will defend our communities. We will defend our civilization. We will not be conquered. We will not be occupied. We will not be invaded. We will reclaim our sovereignty. We will reclaim our nation. And I will give back your freedom and give back your life. Everyone will prosper, every family will thrive, and every day will be filled with opportunity and hope. But for that to happen, we must defeat Kamala Harris and stop her radical left agenda once and for all. And we want record numbers. We want to make it too big to rig. We want to go out and have record numbers. Get everyone you know and vote. After all we've been through together, and we've been through a lot. We've watched our country disintegrate right in front of us. We stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. I think we could do that. I think these have a chance to be the 4 greatest years in the history of our country.